Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're looking at Skinny Buu. Well, I guess the official kind of name that we have for him is Shape Up Buu or whatever. I guess I could quickly flash it up on screen. Yeah, Shape Up Buu or whatever is kind of like how they actually name this Majin Buu right here. So yeah, here is what it is right here. Majin Buu Shape Up. Right, I don't even know what to title the YouTube video. Like I don't think people are searching up on YouTube like Shape Up Buu. I don't know. Like this guy doesn't really have much of a presence anywhere outside of like this really good card in Dokkan, and that's pretty much it. Like he's not in Legends, right? I don't think that this Buu has ever gotten a card in Legends or anything like that. They should have had his ass in the Tournament of Power, but they didn't. Now, I think that this Buu is interesting to me. I've said many times, I don't really think there's an issue whatsoever with having like heavy restrictions for like sub EZA level characters. Now, I already feel like people are going to be like, oh, he's not actually a sub EZA. Bro, like they do not make like, okay, an EZA like this. Like remember the Battle of Gods EZA? Those characters are obviously not thought of by Dokkan on the same level as like the Dokkan Fest EZA TURs. Even though this is its own EZA, 17, 18, Skinny Buu, and Piccolo, they're sub-EZA level characters. It's definitely what they are. Now, Buu has a Reps of Universe 7 condition. And, I mean, it's a big one. It's a big one. Because if we jump over right here, he basically needs a full Rep of Universe 7 rotation. And you want this up. Right, this is a significant buff. This gets him up to 70% dodge, 70% crit, a lot of extra stats. Like you want to run him on a full Reps of Universe 7 rotation. And I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because here's his best linking partners. Do you guys notice what it is? It's all Majin Buu characters, and that's not how we want to run this guy. Now he seems to me to be the most obvious full dodge character ever. I probably should even consider maybe giving him a level 5, like, silver dodge and a level 6 gold dodge. The level 6 gold dodges are very rare. I only have 3 on me, and I've been meaning to give one of those to the Topo and Pride Trooper sub-EZ. I really want to give one to them. But I think we'll go with this. Regardless of what anyone thinks, what anyone wants to say, we got to get these early dodges in. With every attack that he dodges, he gets 7% attack, 7% defense, and 7% damage reduction. So, Buu, he needs to be dodging left, right, center constantly. Let's go into maybe one of the new Supreme Magnificent Battle stages. Maybe the fight against 17 and 18 or something like that. And see how Skinny Buu will perform. So, he's really good. But he's really good in a place he's not needed. This is a good, sub option for Reps of Universe 7. But before we even jump into the event, I'm being very chatty for this showcase. I mean, understand, I have it sorted just Universal Survival Saga Reps of Universe 7 characters, right? And this is what we're looking like. It's so top heavy with such crazy releases. And the thing about this team and why, Super Buu, not Super Buu, but Skinny Buu, Shape Up Buu, Fit Buu, he's a sub option for a team that's dominated by EZAs of characters that are years old. Like, this isn't a sub option for a team that is like, 5 new summonable units or something like that. It's like Tech UI Goku and then all EZAs is essentially what the team is. So, there's a reason. I think that this guy is going to be ridiculously good. And there's a reason for it. It's because he doesn't really have a place. He's restricted to a team that does not need help. He'll be very good. I mean, you could run him over some of these great EZA characters, like, I don't know, Golden Frieza in 17 or something like that. Because this guy could go slot 1, whereas, like, they can't. But understand, I mean, there's a reason he is so good. So, let's go ahead and jump in, see how effective he's going to be. Alright, guys, we are here in a rotation. Now, I do have a support character in 17, 18. To be fair, they probably are going to be, Shape Up Buu's best linking partner on Reps Universe 7. Now, I mean, if I'm going into a super serious fight, I do not think I would ever bring this character. They could give support, they could do two-turn support and a scouter and shit like that, but they just themselves are a little too weak at this point. I think that they ended up being one of the most worthless releases ever. The 17-18. They do nothing. They contribute nothing. They are nothing. Besides a character who we're going to use when there's another showcase character. That's the only role they're getting. Because, again, understand, the thing about Reps of Universe 7, and this isn't a, oh, we're not all big whale like you. Yeah, I know. That's my point. These characters, this character being good, this character being good, these two being good, they are not new summonable units again. This is a team built off of EZAs, of good EZAs, great EZAs of year-old characters. Now, maybe Shape Up Buu could be one of them. Let's just go and get this first turn, and I've blabbered enough. We'll get the 7 orbs to make sure to get the little bit of extra stats right there. Okay, perfect. And then let's hit this right here. All right, Skinny Buu essentially has to dodge everything. We're in the Gohan and Piccolo fight in Supreme Magnificent Battle. This is a very tough fight. Very, very, very tough fight. All right, we do get the crit. Nice. We do get the additional as well. Nice. Crit. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that is a hidden potential system additional super right out the gate. We love it. We do have to dodge this, of course. Okay. Good start to the showcase. Great start. We'll come right back in. Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. So again, I know that maybe someone could look at that and be like, oh, that's why you build your character like full crit or something like that. But like, I don't like if he was built full crit right there, the outcome doesn't change. I mean, I guess if I had maybe 2 extra points of dodge, the outcome could have changed. But yeah, already, 1 second into the video, he is a full dodge character for sure. We'll just go right back in the same fight. All right, we are right back in. This time we got him turn 1. That's obviously very good for us. Again, you guys saw kind of what happens. We do need to... He needs to make sure he dodges. I just, putting that mildly lightly. I'm going to put Team Universe 7 in slot 1. So, I mean, we're going to get a little bit of extra, support kicking in before we attack. But I'm mainly putting Shape Up Buu in front of more attacks. Because, again, we do need to dodge. One of the big parts of this guy's kit is he gets 7% attack, 7% defense, 7% damage reduction with every attack evaded. So, he does have to get these dodges in. I mean, maybe we could do a different fight that... the problem is it's very difficult. I'm gonna just say this, but it's really hard to showcase these characters a lot of times in a lot of these fights, because all the fights die in seconds. All of them. It's like we could do... should I just start doing Red Zone movie boss rush as, like, the showcase state? Like, the initial show... Like, maybe... because it's like no fight can last. Okay, there's the super. Alright guys, we'll be right back in the Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event. Alright guys, we're in this Trunks event. Well, the Gods and Mortals event, because this Zamasu is really immortal. So, we're over here. Alright, so, I mean, here's the thing about dodge. I do really like dodge as an extra tool for, say, a character like LR Jiren, right? Character who, like, really tanks shit and stuff like that. I'm not a huge mega defender of dodge or die characters. Like, I still think they could have a lot of value because, especially as events get harder and harder and harder, you could still just dodge and take 0 damage, right? But, obviously, the true elite characters, you have a heavy mix of you could, like, Tekui Goku. Tekui Goku, if he doesn't dodge, he has, 50% damage reduction, and the next hit he's guarding and shit. Like, that is just what characters are going to look like and what they need to look like in order to match up against these really nasty enemies, man. It's just how it is. Okay, so we do need Buu to dodge 11 attacks? Well, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, it's 11 attacks to fully build him up. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got 11 attacks to build up here. Okay, that's good. So remember, every dodge we get, we're going to be building up damage reduction, which is big, and that's what I was talking about, right? You can't just be dodge or die. But at the start, he does need to get all these dodges in if he's going to actually be able to build up his damage reduction too. Now, he doesn't get any defense like, once he supers or anything like that. So his defense is actually pretty low. I mean, if he... The problem is, I feel like this guy just looks a lot better on paper than he actually is. Because, you know, you see that, oh shit, he get way high damage reduction and stuff like that. But in my experience, it is insanely difficult to even get hit a couple of times. Right? Like, I have real issues with, say, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku sucks ass. So, I mean, and he has to be in slot 1. So, he's not a proper, you know, comparison. But, like, I don't know, Evolution Blue Vegeta, I mean, he does dodge a lot, which frustrates me. But, you know, it's not that easy, because the enemies will spread these attacks out all over. I mean, we could certainly go into a fight like Red Zone Kid Buu, and I think we could probably get Shape Up Buu to, you know, get 5, 6, 7, 8 dodges very quickly. Maybe that could be a good place for us to head to, actually, over to the Red Zone Kid Buu fight. But you can't control what the enemy is doing, like how they're spreading their attacks out and stuff like that. And that's, I don't know that I really mind having to dodge so much, but a lot of times when you have to rely on what the enemy is doing to build up, it can be just pretty frustrating. All right, here, let's get to his next turn, and we can kind of, like, discuss the rest of the aspects of his kit. All right, guys, so we're here on our next rotation for Shape Up Goat right here. Let's kind of just go over what he's doing, right? So he does get 50% attack for 1 turn, supreme damage, and a 70% chance to stun. I never want to sleep on that. Very good value for Battlefield. Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of, like, players who say that Battlefield is so difficult. And certainly even in, like, the new wave of difficult fights in Battlefield, stunning is a major factor, right? So 70% stun is really good. If you're gonna, you know, what category is this Buu on, by the way? So we have, oh damn, he's on a lot more than I thought. Universal Survival Saga, Resurrected Warriors, Reps Universe 7, Transformation Boost, Artificial Lifeform, Worthy Rival, okay. Majin Power, Power Absorption, that's another big one. Mastered Evolution as well, Bond of Friendship, Superhero. There's many teams there. Worthy Rival, Mastered Evolution, Power Absorption, obviously Majin Power. He's not going to be as effective, as powerful on those other teams, but I guess we could use him on those teams. With the 70% stun, certainly if we go into, like, Worthy Rivals, Extreme Super Battle Road, this guy would make for a good character. I mean, I remember... was it Majin Power Extreme Super Battle Road or the first Majin Power regular Super Battle Road where this guy was huge? It was one of those, right? I do wish he got defense from a super attack effect, though. Like, I know he builds up damage. Like, dude, he has to dodge a lot before that damage reduction is really going to kick in, guys. Like, he has to get a lot of dodges in, man. So, yeah, 50% attack, supreme damage, 70% chance to stun. He has the 3 key 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. For 7 turns, he gets 200% attack and defense, high chance to crit, high chance to dodge. In kind of the environment of all these fights with how dominant these characters are, that's a fine passive. I don't mind that. Then he gets 10% attack, defense, crit, and dodge per rep of Universe 7 ally in the turn. So it's like we can get an extra 20% attack, defense, crit, and dodge. Now, the crit and dodge obviously are very big. I mean, we've already seen twice what happens if he's not going to dodge the super. And then finally, I mean, this ability is not dependent on reps of Universe 7. He gets 7% attack, defense, and damage reduction with every attack dodged. Yeah, he's up to 639 already. Remember, we do have 2-turn support from 17-18. We could actually do... Well, let's let him build up a little bit first, and then next turn we can worry about it. Let's do that. Remember, every rainbow orb with them will give us support as well, so let's hit that. That's going to be 3 rainbow orbs, so Shape Up Buu will get better. Yeah, so now he's up to like 665. Remember, he's going to have the damage reduction as well. So, I mean, he's going to start to look better as he gets these dodge. Well, you got to dodge, bud. Yeah, I mean, dude, even the CS70, it's going to be very important. Like, at the start of these fights, like, before he gets his damage reduction, he's got to be getting the dodges in. We're getting good luck with the Hidden Potential System additionals. Okay. Yeah, we already got a Hidden Potential System additional super from him in the video. That's good. We got another proc of the Hidden Potential System. It was a normal, unfortunately. I mean, it doesn't really... I mean, he doesn't get a ton of value from a hidden potential system additional, though. I guess, like, if we would get... Maybe he supers and kills an enemy in Super Battle Road. You get the hidden potential system additional super, and then he'll stun the second enemy. That would be, like, the best value you could probably get from additionals for him. All right, we'll come back for his next turn. All right, so this should be a really good turn right here. I probably don't want to put the 17 and 18 in slot 1 like that. That would probably be a silly Billy maneuver. We could do this, though. We could have this 17, get 3 rainbow orbs. Sure, we'll hit that. We'll see what Skinny... I mean, Skinny Buu, we're drenched in support and stuff like that. We still have his, I guess, intro up or his passive. I mean, I guess we could say intro. Remember that he is going to be linked up a little bit better next to 17, 18 right here. All right, let's see. I mean, this is heavy support. Remember that as we're continually dodging and stuff like that, like, he's going to be looking better and better and better. They should be okay, right? I mean, this is only an 850k super. It's not really that damaging. All right, this member is giving 2-turn support right here, so this is going to give a little bit of a support buff to Skinny Buu. I mean, we could get him a couple of more dodges. Again, as he's getting these dodges, like, once he gets a bunch of them, he could be fairly tanky. Again, trying to think about it, Red Zone Kid Buu would probably be his best fight. Because, I mean, he would have type advantage at the start, but that's not really the reason why. That Kid Buu attacks relentlessly at the start of the fight, right? Non-stop attacks everywhere that Kid Buu is doing. All right, so we'll dodge these. I guess we could also get Tech UI Goku's domain. Maybe we'll do one more turn. Next turn, we'll have Tech UI Goku's, domain up. And hopefully with, that extra buff, we could see, what Fit Buu is looking like. We've gotten a bunch of dodges in him by this turn. So, all right, sure. I guess we'll come back next turn. We can go ahead and pop this domain right here. Actually, I'm gonna do it next turn with the other Goku. We'll be able to get the big support buff, and we'll kind of see what it's gonna look like. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pop UI Goku's domain. I'm a little concerned though. What do we think the chances are that we'll actually just outright kill Rose with counters before Buu could attack? Because, remember, this Goku gives a nice little buff from his 18 key, right? The 59% attack and defense. Alright, there's less counters right here, so let's see. Hopefully we don't annihilate Rose with the 2 counters. Do we think the 2 counters will be enough to kill him? I don't know. 699 we're at. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Hopefully the counters don't... Hopefully 2 counters are not enough to kill Rose. I feel like there's a deep... my UI Goku, I don't have, like, cheeky crit on him or anything like that. So, I guess there's at least a decent shot. Maybe we don't crit. That's kind of, like, what we need. I think as long as... I think if it's 2 crits, we potentially... How much HP does Rose have? Let me double check. It's just, like, with the huge buff from his domain and stuff like that. Like, it'll be... It's gonna be... Oh, super attack dodge. We love that. Another one? Another one? No, we eat the second one, though. Damn. If we pretend that those are 5.7 million supers from Goku and Frieza, that would have been cooked right there. All right, how much HP does this Rose have? Let me double check here. Rose has... If it'll load. I'm nervous, dude. 2 counters killing him? It could. He could. Uh-oh. Not a crit? Not a crit. Oh, my God. Okay, just no crit. Okay, Rose has 40 million HP. We're okay. Okay, and Skinny Buu is up to 10 million right there. Okay. All right, guys. I mean, that's Skinny Buu, Shape Up Buu. I mean, we talked about, everything he's got going on for him. In terms of kind of like what he is he's intended to be kind of an additional sub option. Look at UI Goku and Vegeta, by the way. Yeah, they're so ridiculous. He's intended to be a sub option for kind of like Reps Universe 7. The only thing about it is, again, Reps Universe 7 is really stacked and not with summonable characters. I could think about Shape Up Buu, for maybe, if we have like a worthy rival mission or a Mastered Evolution mission or something like that, he's probably still gonna be like a better pick than a lot of those older characters, even if he's not gonna have the full Reps Universe 7 stuff like. So like that's a good way to look at it, is for the mission-based content, which Dokkan does spam these days, Shape Up Buu could be very useful for several weaker teams. Like Power Absorption? Like, no, that's not it. It's the one right above it. Let's look at this team. Yeah, like, dude, like, come on. Like, look at this. Like, of course, we run, like, Power Absorption. We could easily run Shape Up Buu. Although, to be fair, a lot of these other Majin Buu characters, have gotten pretty good. But, yeah, there is Shape Up Buu. Let's just go over his details. Alright, guys, so there was our boy, Shape Up Buu, Skinny Buu, whatever we want to call him. Let's just go ahead and take a look at those details of his. So this right here, this is Thrilling Battle, Majin Buu Shape Up. Leader skills, AGL type key, 300% of stats. That certainly could be useful when it comes to rocking against, like Battlefield or something like that. Again, I mean, I've seen a lot of people talk about how difficult Battlefield is, and global players especially are going to start to feel this 100 times more. I mean, global players have been playing the game on easy mode for a long time because global will always get the difficult events way later than JP once global has a ton of extra characters JP didn't get. Global is going to start getting things like the Battlefield fights way earlier, which are way tougher. So it's going to start, things are going to start to be harder. Skinny Buu, I think, you could rock him with effectiveness in Battlefield. His super attack is going to be the Meteor Shower Assault. He gets 50% attack for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and then a 70% chance to stun is really nice. Really, really nice. Passive skill, Majin on the Warpath. He gets 3 key 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets another 200% attack and defense, high chance to crit, and high chance to dodge for 7 turns from his, initial turn. I don't think there's an issue with that. Then he gets 10% attack, defense, crit, and dodge per reps of Universe 7 category ally in the same turn. So you do want a full rep of Universe 7 rotation for him to be at max effectiveness. And then he gets 7% attack, defense, and damage reduction with each attack dodge up to 77%. So, once he gets a lot of dodges in, he will become pretty tanky. But, again, it's a lot of dodges you're going to have to actually do. His link set is the Innocence, Revival, Brainiacs, Majin, Infinite Regeneration, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. Difficult to really take advantage of his link set with kind of like the reps of Universe 7 restrictions that he's got going on. But again, I think that this guy on like Power Absorption or something like that will still certainly be an effective unit you could run. Battlefield, Super Battle Road, these types of places for sure. There's that. Here's his 200% leader skill teams. Wait, whoops, no. Here's his 200% leader skill teams right here. So UI Goku obviously is the Reps Universe 7 leader. I guess we could run a Hirudegarn Resurrected Warrior team, I guess. So these other teams besides Jiren and UI Goku, I don't want to run any of those other teams. No way. No way. But yeah, those two are his 200%. These, of course, are his best linking partners, all these Majin Buu characters. 12 key multiplier is also 140%. Then we go ahead and take a look at Shape Up Buu's categories here. Again, he does have the restriction for Reps Universe 7, but, he's still, like, he raises your floor, the floor of your box of some of these other category teams. So, he, of course, is on the Universal Survival Saga category team. He's also over here on the Resurrected Warrior category team. We also have him on the Reps of Universe 7. That's, of course, where his restriction is. Reps of Universe 7. He's also over here on the Transformation Boost category. So he's, approximately the 5,000th consecutive character to come out. That's on Broly's leader skill. Shape Up Buu is also on the Artificial Life Form category team. Okay. He is also on the Worthy Rival team, which, again, does kind of get inconsistent buffs at best, so he could be useful there for sure. He's also on the Majin Power category team. I'm probably going to do a full Majin Power run in the Goku and Frieza fight, probably for the Buuhan video, I could consider running this Buu. Probably will be a good idea. We'll see. Not sure. Buu is also on the power absorption category team. Very, very small team. So good to get more options there for sure. Buu is also on Mastered Evolution. Again, another team to get more buffs. I'm not mad about that at all. Buu is also on the Bond of Friendship category team. Sure, sure. And then finally, Buu is down here on the superhero category team. Every character is superhero, right? So let me know what you guys think of Shape Up Buu, EZA Shape Up Buu. Thanks, guys, for watching. Mwah! And I'll catch y'all next time.